recognize these women? When I was younger, I watched a lot of Disney. Cinderella was my favorite princess. While playing with my friends, our favorite activity was to act out Cinderella. We did this a billion times. I went to Disneyland for my birthday at the age of 6 and asked to go for lunch with the princesses. My mom got me a dress, tiara, and just about every accessory I could possibly handle as a 6-year-old. When I got to the lunch, all I can actually remember was that there were mashed potatoes with peels. Now, this was crazy because I wasn't used to this. And then I had a bite. This was a really big deal for me. I only tried it because the princess in front of me had a bite first. I wanted to be just like her. What bothers me now isn't the fact that I tried the mashed potatoes with peels, but rather that I changed something about myself so that I could become more princess-like. David Trumbull said that fiction is the lens through which young children first perceive role models. As kids, we're not analyzing what we're watching, but we are absorbing the information and constructing our perspectives of the world based on them. Disney has been analyzed and criticized for things like perpetuating stereotypes, misrepresenting culture, and constructing gender through its own version of princess culture. As a teen, I'm encouraged to get to know myself and think about how I want to contribute to society. The question I'm asking myself is, what does it mean to be a girl in 2022? During this process, I've realized that Disney has influenced my understanding of gender. It has probably influenced yours too. So the princesses were definitely my role models. What did they teach me about gender? The first thing that I learned was that someone has to come and save the girl. Before Cinderella went to the ball, she was being mistreated by her stepmother and stepsisters, and accepts it. She felt as if she was in her own version of hell, and yet she didn't explore any other options. Someone else had to come and tell her, hey, there's a way out. Not only did she need to be saved, I learned that someone else would always come and save her, whether it was a fairy godmother or a prince or some cute mice. It teaches young girls to wait for someone else to come and save them. At the time that Cinderella was written, this may have been okay. But is this the message we want kids to have today? There are a lot of things that need to change in this movie, but the main switch that needs to be made is that we can save ourselves. Girls should be shown as equal and capable to boys. They can help each other, but no one is really being saved. They should turn to themselves to find solutions to their own problems. The second thing that I learned was that girls belong in the kitchen or at home taking care of housework. Did you know that Cinderella's name was actually Ella? It changed when she started to rest near the fireplace and got dirty from the cinders. Her mean stepsisters teased her, and it eventually became her name. Her job was to cook, clean, do laundry, and any other household chores. Her only comfort was talking to animals that came to her garden and singing. So what kept her there? I asked myself this when I got older, but as a kid, Disney taught me that it was normal. I learned that I should be the one cooking, cleaning, doing housework, and not to complain while I did it. In fact, I should sing. There were 3 other women in the household. They shopped, socialized, and bossed around Cinderella, but I didn't want to be any of them. I wanted to be Cinderella. Why? She was the heroine of the movie. The fairy godmother gave her a beautiful carriage, a sparkly dress, and don't forget the glass slippers, which are, by the way, the best shoes to be walking around in. The prince chose her. No one wanted to be the stepmother or stepsisters. They all wanted to be Cinderella. Researchers at Brigham Young University raised concerns about princess culture. They found that girls took on stereotypical gender roles, especially if they had low self-esteem to begin with. Disney movies have shifted a little from this idea, but not much, and children are still watching multiple versions of this story. Even though they're updated, they still fall short. The portrayal of those who work at home should include everyone in the household, and Cinderella needs to realize that she doesn't have to live up to society's expectations. The third thing that I learned was that the girl needs to dress and look in a particular way. So, how does a typical Disney princess look? She has wide eyes, a big forehead, small nose and chin, almost baby-like. She has a waist the width of her neck and wrists smaller than her eyes. It's embedding unrealistic body image for women in the imagination of kids, and what's worse is that girls are trying to copy and internalize this. There needs to be more relatable princesses who represent all the diverse and amazing people that we have in the world. Business and technology journalist Todd Spangler stated that in the United States, over 50% of American households with kids under the age of 10 subscribe to Disney+. This is just the United States, but we all know that Disney is a worldwide phenomenon and is influencing kids everywhere. We need to change the story. I believe that we should empower young girls to focus on their education, get involved in sports and leadership activities, and participate in what are traditionally male-dominated areas. It would be amazing to see Disney movies where girls see themselves as independent and strong, where they can control how they respond to life's challenges. Be who you like, dress the way you like, and do what you like. And remember, you don't have to eat the mashed potato peels. No one, especially not a Disney-created princess, is going to tell me who I am and what matters to me. I will choose my own path.